actually take three. I usually just sort of hit record. I'm very casual about the way this gets gets sent out into the world. Um, but this time I got interrupted and like, whoo, this is take three. Take three. We're going at it. So this week's all about lighting up the world. I went to an all-school assembly at my daughter's school this week, and she stood up on stage for get this, a fire stick performance. It's like her new favorite activity. Google Fire Sticks if you don't know what they are. Pretty fun stuff they're learning in gym class. And she told me afterwards how nervous she was, which I had no idea. And it made me even more proud of what she'd accomplished because I didn't realize the level of nerve she had before. And, she told me she was shaking the whole time. So I thought, wow, how amazing that these kids have an opportunity to conquer that stage fright in a safe and playful way. So her school's just over, it was probably about 250, I don't know, ish, just over 200 people in the room. So it was a good sized room to stand up on stage all by yourself and perform. And I just felt so excited for her to have that opportunity. And while I was walking in the hall in the school, I read a sign that caught my eye, and it said, it was drawn by a kiddo, and it said, "Smile so bright you can be seen from outer space." And I just, of course, my reaction was like, oh yeah. And a great big smile came across my face. And these are the lessons that I want my kids to learn, right? To stand up on stage, even though you're shaking, and to smile so bright you can be seen from outer space. And it just felt so delicious to me that that was the experience that my kids were having at the school, at least on that particular day, or at least in the way that I was seeing it. So we live in a big, crazy world, and we have a choice every single day to stand out and share what we're good at with a great big smile, or to retreat into someone else's dream and hide in the darkness. And we all have that choice. We have a choice to be the best nurse on the unit. We have a choice to be the most, the teacher who inspires the most students. We have a choice to coach the most clients back to health. Whatever it is that we do, we each have a choice to do it big and bold and bright. And I'd love to know what you are choosing to do. And I also want to give you some insight into how this work that I do works. When you're because I do a lot of blog posts that are walking through either challenges or little life struggles, and then every once in a while I throw one in that says like, "Wow, life is good." Like, how do we keep it that way? How do we up the game? So, in terms of the thought, question, action work, in this work, the thought I might have about what I've written to above is, when I act brave and smile big, I light up the world. And so, following who, what, when, where, why, how, I ask, who does this thought belong to? And it definitely belongs to me, but there's also this huge connection to the human spirit that is naturally bright. So it's part of the human experience to, in my belief, to come into this world and share your light. So it is my thought, but it's also just, it's a thought of humanity. Then I ask, what purpose does this thought serve? And it brings me joy, and it spreads that joy to others. So when I act brave and smile big, I light up the world. I feel joyful, and I am inspired to share that with others. And then I ask, when am I ready to release this thought? And I'm going to go with never. I really like this one, and I hope that I can maintain it. Where do I need to put this thought next? And I need to put it out into the world, right? I need to take action. I need to use this thought to create action out in the world. And why? Why am I giving this thought power? Because brave, joyful light is the best kind of power to have, right? It's absolutely the best. And then I ask how. And this, in many ways, is the most important question to me. How can my why and or purpose lead me to my next action? So my why is growth. Growth asks me to keep going, to be braver, be bolder, act bigger. And growth reminds me to smile more. Yay! because for any of the goals and dreams to come to fruition, I have to choose joy first, right? And growth says the way through fear is light. That's the work this week. This work is everything. So I do hope you dive in and sort of have at it. If you need some help with it, if you want to figure out how to make this work for you, not just for me, please reach out. I have a bunch of different programs I can work with you in at all different price ranges. And I really want to see you live this work, not just listen to it, but live it and practice it and embody it and make your life bigger and braver and brighter. So thanks for listening. My goal is your growth, so I hope this was helpful to you. Please do reach out and let me know. And remember that we can work one-on-one together in the 9-week Live Your Why coaching program. You can find the link to that on the website. You can also listen to our co-hosted podcast, Creating Wealth and Wellness, free on iTunes or here on the website. And if you're interested in building residual income, check out the Join Our Networking Family link. Until next time, keep doing that thought work. I believe in you.